Hello everybody, this is Amol Khedkar. I welcome you to this video. Today I'll be discussing about the topic that you see on your screen, which says get ready for 60-cent loonie and Canada downgrades, Rosenberg warns. This is from Bloomberg. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get daily updates about financial news, geopolitics, economic fallouts, and the pandemic awareness and many other things. Because we are living in a very rapidly changing world, and I just want to give you guys daily updates about what is happening. So let's get to the video. As you know, Canada has started bailing out almost everybody. Okay, I mean Canada has just gone all in at this point. They are just bailing out like all the big sectors, all the banks, all the small scale industries, everybody. Okay, so what that is going to do is as you can see here, rampant growth in money supply will hurt currency standing. This is just pretty obvious. I mean, I have made videos about this when where it says that printing more money is just going to destroy the world economy, and this is exactly the Canada is like a poster child of it at this point. The great Canadian debt surge has come home to roost. Okay, this is the guy, Rosenberg, who predicted the 2008 financial crisis. Okay, so let's look at this. So see here, company bailouts are last option for Canada, Morneau says. Morneau is the finance minister of Canada. So now Canada's currency will depreciate sharply and its credit rating will suffer as the federal government is forced to backstop everyone. Okay, rolling out more assistance for provinces, companies, and households, according to economist David Rosenberg. So Canada is in a very unique spot. Okay, Canada is not a reserve currency. Canadian dollar is not a reserve currency, and the Bank of Canada is, you know, trying to maintain their position in the world markets. But if it just starts printing money as if there's no tomorrow, international investors are going to lose faith in the Canadian dollar, and because of that, it is going to depreciate like anything after this crisis ends. The country is likely facing a series of downgrades to its AAA rating, given that the total debt in the economy is already at unprecedented 350% of GDP, he said. As I've always said, just look at my previous videos. The debt bubble in Canada is just astronomical. Okay, look at this. Canada still has a AAA rating, which is, to be honest, very astonishing to me. With a 350% of GDP ratio, I am really very very surprised. How does Canada still have a AAA rating? Okay, in the group of seven, only Canada and Germany have the highest rating. Okay, just imagine this. Now, to be honest, after this, as this guy predicts just in the future further paragraph, that if Canada is even able to maintain a AA rating after this is like the Moody's rating, the credit rating. Canada will be very fortunate. Okay, so now look at this. Rosenberg, who started Rosenberg Research in January after more than a decade as chief economist at this company, said Canada may be lucky to escape with a cut to AA. Imagine this. Okay, so as I have always said, if you just start printing money as if there's no tomorrow, you are going to risk depreciating your currency like anything. Your currency will literally become like toilet paper. Okay, I mean, there is no exaggeration, but this is exactly what can happen. He also said his call for the loonie to drop to 60 US cents may end up being conservative. The Canadian dollar was just below 71 US cents late Friday afternoon. Okay, so the US dollar to Canadian dollar rate is really going to be affected by this. Okay, rampant growth in money supply required for the Bank of Canada to fund federal spending by purchasing new bonds will cause international investors to lose confidence in the relative value of the country's currency. Very true. Okay, I have made videos about these. Okay, Canada is really the perfect example of what not to do at this point. So I'm living in Canada right now, and I'm really facing this on a first hand basis. But all I can say is that this is definitely the thing that you should not do in a crisis like this. Okay, it will be interesting to see how a central bank that does not govern over the world's reserve currency and a country with a massive balance of payments deficit will be able to have all of this largesse find its way onto the Bank of Canada balance sheet. As I've said, money does not fall from the sky. It has to be accounted for somewhere. So Bank of Canada balance sheet is going to just skyrocket after this crisis ends. Okay. And Canada, as I've said, Canadian dollar is not a reserve currency. Okay. So it is not like many countries all over the world have treasuries in Canadian dollars. They don't have any of that. Many countries all over the world have treasuries in US dollars. Okay. But not Canadian dollars. So Canadian dollar depreciating is a much more plausible answer than US dollar depreciating. So to be honest, Canada is in a much worse position than America at this point. Okay. Rosenberg, who presciently warned of a US housing bubble in 2005 when he was chief North American economist at Merrill Lynch, said the great Canadian debt surge has come home to roost and that home is going to be in the nation's capital. Absolutely true. Okay. Canada is definitely going to face a huge debt problem after this crisis ends. Okay. And who is going to pay for this debt? Just ask yourself. The taxpayers. Already Canadian taxes are just so high. Okay. Just understand this. Taxes in Canada are very high. And even after this, if the debt starts surging, Canadian taxes are even going to go higher. Just imagine this. And because what happens is that if the government debt has just skyrocketed, then the only way for the government to collect money from the people to pay that debt is through taxes. Okay. So that's it. That's why Canada has such high sales tax. Okay. Canada has such high income tax, provincial tax, federal tax. The taxes in Canada is just a nightmare, to be honest with you. I'm living in Canada for the past 2 years now, but the taxes are really very high, and the returns are just not that much. There is no inflation in Canada. Okay. There is 0% is the bond interest rate in Canada at this point. Okay. So how is anybody going to make money in Canada? How is anybody going to invest in Canada? This is exactly a recipe for disaster, and this is just waiting to happen. Okay, very soon. And that's why I'm telling many people to just not come to Canada as of now, because this debt bubble is going to burst very soon, and the time it bursts, it is going to take everybody down with it. Okay. So this is something that people really don't understand, that like people just think that the government is bailing out everybody, and everybody is going to be handled by the government is going to take care of everybody. Trudeau is going to come out every day and say you all the goody things, but to be honest, at the end of the day, taxpayers are going to pay for all of this in the long run. And that's why Canada needs immigrants from outside of the world to pay for the taxes and become tax slaves for at least 50 years of their lives. Okay. So yeah, this is my take about how Canada is going to survive the coronavirus pandemic, because this is not something that happens like very often. Okay. This is a once in a lifetime event that we're going through right now, and Canada will be in a very different position on the other side of the tunnel. So if you liked my analysis of this article from Bloomberg, please do like and comment on this video, and do subscribe to my channel, and also share this video so that other people can gain financial understanding after listening to this video. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.